Hey everyone, thanks for listening to the Grow Your Life podcast. My name's Jeremiah Krakowski, and on this podcast we talk about ways for you to grow in your life and in your business to build your coaching and course business. Now today I want to help you know how to create a coaching program. If you've never done coaching before, maybe you've created courses, or maybe you've thought about, hey, maybe I can make money in this coaching thing, I want to walk you through that. That's what this week's podcast episode is all about. Now, why should you listen to me? Well, I've been in the industry of online courses and coaching for the last 19 years, which is incredible. Helping people sell their programs online. Now, I got my start doing videos, websites, and funnels. But I quickly learned how to do the sales and marketing side of it, and I taught myself copywriting, ended up going on to building a company alongside my mom that was over $20 million in the coaching and course space. And some of you know my mom, Sandy Krakowski, and now I help mentor course creators, coaches, authors, trainers, and even consultants on how to get more clients, attract their dream clients, and grow their course and coaching businesses. How to use the tools of social media and advertising, as well as organic traffic like blogging and social media to scale and grow things and live a life that is something that they love, that is not stressful, that pays them a heck of a lot of money, and is extremely fun and enjoyable to do and fulfilling because of the impact that you have. The truth is this: coaches change the world. They do. Coaches change the world. And when you start a business as a coach, as a course creator, and you get into this industry and you want to create a coaching business, you might wonder, well, why are you saying courses? I want to do coaching. I'm going to explain that to you for a second. I have a methodology about coaching that involves using both. Okay? My methodology is this, is that we want to figure out how to work with a target type of client. And so because of that, you're going to end up coaching people with very similar problems. And so the reason why courses are part of coaching, the way that I do it, and they kind of mix together, is if you find yourself basically finding and reaching the same solution with the same clients over and over again, and there's a pattern, you turn that into a course and it supplements your coaching so they can self-study based off of hundreds of people that you've coached, what you've learned through your courses. And then your coaching supplements that for hands-on interaction and you walking people through things. And there's different ways of coaching. There's different ways of doing things. Sometimes there's more of the expert coach approach, which is kind of the one that I take. It's where I'm an expert in marketing and getting people to become customers of coaches and getting people to become customers of course creators and using the internet to do that. And then you have the traditional coach, which is also a great thing, by the way, and I work with both. And so the traditional coach more focuses on how do we ask questions to pull out of people what they need help with, and I use a hybrid of those two. Oftentimes when I'm coaching, I don't share my expertise without permission of who I'm working with. And oftentimes I'm coaching them on an industry that I have no knowledge about. And that's the cool thing about coaching. You don't need to be an expert on the industry that they're in. So I coach people that are coaches, course creators, authors, trainers, and consultants. But the industries that they work in are usually not the coaching, course creation industry space. We got people that do music, fitness, health, spiritual coaching, life coaching, multiple people that are life coaches, network marketing coaches, like they help people that are in direct sales, you name it, any sort of thing that people want to improve their life on, you could make a coaching program on. And that's a big key nugget for you, is when creating a coaching program, you want to identify what is the result that somebody needs to transform into in order for you to successfully bring them the result that you can with your program, the result that you can with your coaching, you're selling results to people. You're selling the outcome that they get. You're selling that you can walk people through a process to reach that outcome. And if you're on the online version of this, you're watching, I'm going to share with you something. So I have a new course that I actually released called Transformational Coaching Made Simple. It's the right way to do coaching that transforms people's lives while building a profitable, stress-free business that you'll love without selling your time or energy, even if you've never coached before. And so I walk you through my process, my methodology. Let's talk about this. So, like I said, I've been in the industry for 19 years, right? I've been coaching for about 6 years. And so my experience as a coach is a lot less than my experience as a marketer and a salesperson. And so I found my background helping other expert coaches, trainers, authors, and course creators get more customers. Okay. And we were able to scale businesses to multiple tens of millions of dollars doing this. We have clients right now that we're helping scale their businesses to multiple tens of millions of dollars. $500,000 a month that's right around $6 million a year. And that was just like testing something. That client is easily going to go to over 10 to 20 million a year in the next 12 to 16 to 18 months. And they were just starting where most of you are at, making $10,000 a month 3 years ago. That was my client, Rick Pino, that we work with. And so what I'm telling you is that you can start with, that's why I put on my website right here, I mentor course creators, coaches, trainers, consultants, and authors to make $20,000 per month. The plus symbol there is that it's, you're not, I don't limit myself to 20K. I help people get to that 20K really fast and then scale way beyond it. Grow way beyond it to build a profitable business using online direct response marketing. Now, we're not going to really talk a lot about the marketing today. I have a ton of courses, a ton of podcast episodes about marketing, but what I realize is I don't actually have a whole lot of episodes about coaching programs. And I need to. And so that's what this episode is for. And that's why I'm talking with you today about this. And so while I'm sharing, I'd love for you to leave some questions, what this inspires in you. I'll be sure to kind of check some of your questions. We're streaming this live on my social media. By the way, if you follow me on my social media and you're listening to the recording of this, I do go live towards the end of the week. Not sure when. It's kind of based on when I feel like it. Thursdays, Fridays, or Saturdays, and record live my podcast episodes. And so you get to interact live with me in the studio while I'm recording this, and you get to ask me questions on the screen while I'm doing this, which is awesome, okay? So in starting your coaching program, what is the problem that you solve? Who do you solve it for? What result do you deliver? What is the pain point of the person that you solve the problem of? And where are those people stuck? So I want you to answer those questions. I want you to answer those questions for me. Write them down, answer them. What is the problem you solve? Who is the person that has that problem? Describe them. Where do they go? What do they do throughout the day? How do they operate? What fears do they have? What worries? What struggles? What frustrations? You see what I'm saying? And then what pain do they have because of that? What result do you deliver that aligns with the goals that they have? So the result that I deliver is I help people grow their course and coaching business using social media and artificial intelligence, even if they're not super techie or understand using technology. Okay? And how to scale that to 6 figures and even 7 figures. That's the result that I deliver to my clients. And that's the goal that my clients have. And when there's an alignment there, we can create a coaching relationship. And so you want to identify, who are you serving? What is your coaching program about? What is the main problem? Where are they stuck? And why are they stuck? Psychologically, Why are they so stuck? If you don't have answers to these questions now, you'll get them eventually by talking to other people, by learning from people that you're coaching. A way that you can accelerate this process is getting around the people that are your target coaching client. Spending time around them. Spending time around the people that you can most likely help. Immersing yourself in the world of your target customer. And I have a whole lot of videos about the target customer. We have to understand psychologically the person that is most likely to become our client. What makes them tick? And then you learn how to communicate with them. You learn how to interact with them. What are the sacred cows that they get offended by? What are their big drivers? What are their personality types? What are their personality uniquenesses? What are their main goals? And what are their subconscious goals? And so when you understand this, you build a profile of your target customer, and you build your coaching program around that target customer and the result that you do and your methodology. Okay? So we have to understand, what are our methods? So for me, my methods are social media. I had a lady the other day say, Jeremiah, can you show me how to build a coaching program without social media? I said, I'm sorry, you're in the wrong place, because that's not me. I do not use social media. If you're listening to me and don't want to use social media, you're in the wrong place. Everything I do is based off social media. There's people that teach you how to not use social media, like Steve Chandler, author of The Prosperous Coach. Okay? And by the way, there's some great nuggets in Steve Chandler's books. Steve Chandler's books, 37 Ways to Grow Your Coaching Practice, has got some great strategies. I highly recommend that book on Amazon. But The Prosperous Coach is about how to do it without social media. I wasn't a big fan of the book because I'm like, it's literally the opposite of everything that I do. But you know what? They're getting coaching clients. Now, does that mean that Steve Chandler's way is better than mine, or that mine is better than his? No. And that is a huge distinction that I want you to understand, is that in the world, there is not one single best way to do everything. Now, what I will show you is the best way to use social media to do it. Steve Chandler will show you, I believe, after listening to him, the best way to build a coaching program without social media. And we're not talking about making tons of content. Like, we're talking about making one video a day on social media and making one advertisement video, one or two ad videos a week. That's usually what most of our clients do now, is they make one video a day when they're getting started until they have a team that can help edit content for them and can analyze their content. Starting with that is enough to get you going. And what's cool is now we have tools like Jasper.ai, which we're using for literally everything that we do. Jasper.ai is a tool that uses artificial intelligence to write your content, your Facebook ads, your copy, your social media, your website, your product listings, everything using artificial intelligence. I actually just worked on a name for a new product this week that I'm working on. A couple new products. I got like 4 or 5 of them that are in the works that I'm building now that are going to serve you guys around your offers, your copy. You're going to get more support with me. I'm going to be launching a group coaching program here soon. You heard it here first, right now, listening to this. I do one-on-one coaching, but we're going to be doing a low-cost group coaching. And for those of you that follow me right now and have bought all my courses, you will get the lowest possible rate before the rest of the public gets it, which is awesome. I'm going to make sure to honor people that have been with me for a long time. But we use Jasper to do everything. Jasper helps us write all of our copy, and you can actually get a free trial of Jasper if you go to my Instagram I probably should put it at the top of my website, free trial of Jasper. But I'll put it in the description of this podcast episode once it's uploaded live, and you can grab it. And it's the single greatest software application that I've ever seen on planet Earth to write high quality copy with artificial intelligence. It does creative stories. It helps you write your social media content, your blog posts, Facebook ads, headlines, captions, marketing angles, email subject. Like, it's insane. They have this new one called the paragraph generator. It generates a whole paragraph in really good English based off of just a few inputs. And their boss mode is even crazier because it's so much faster. You can literally do everything in a couple minutes. So I'm a huge fan of Jasper AI. I'm an affiliate of theirs. I promote their product because I believe in it. Because I believe that it's one of the greatest products that has ever been created in the history of online products. And I'm not even joking. I had a dream for this product to exist for years. And when the creators of Jasper created the product, I was like, whoa, I'm blown away by this, okay? And so that's for free on your marketing side of things. But what's really cool is Jasper will also help you identify what angles to do with your coaching program. So what I do is we load up into Jasper exactly what the target customer is dealing with, their problems and their frustrations. In fact, I'm going to walk you through how we do this to create the angle of our coaching program. So when you're just getting started, you might have a baseline, and we can use AI to actually figure out how to communicate that and express that much faster. So let's say that you help single women without kids by choice who want to be more knowledgeable about how to powerfully and successfully live their life, operate in corporate America, and stand powerfully and unashamed every single day. Okay? So that's who it's for. Okay. What are some of the problems and frustrations these women experience? And we're asking the AI to generate it. Some of the problems they experience is feeling isolated, feeling like they don't fit in and don't have a lot of support. They can also feel a lack of knowledge and resources available to them. Awesome. This is the AI that's generating this. And this is based off of somebody that I talked to that is actually creating a coaching program around this. So this is cool. I'm actually going to send her this video because this video is actually going to be a training for her to help her create her offer much faster. So this is I do a lot of training for my coaching clients that pay me, that I work with, that do one-on-one coaching with me. You can find out about my one-on-one coaching at my website, jeremiahkrakowski.com, where I will come alongside you and we will build together your business. And I'm actually raising the price on this on Tuesday to $7,500 to do this, or you can make 6 payments of $1,250 a month for 12 sessions, 12-hour sessions. But the sale is for $5,000, you can get those 12 sessions, or $1,000 a month for 6 months. And you get all my courses when you do that. As well, by the way, I'm doing, if you're watching this now, I'm doing a free trial, or a dollar trial, sorry, not a free trial. Probably never going to do a free trial. But you can actually try all my courses for $1 for 30 days until Tuesday, April 5th. And if you like them, you just pay monthly, 0% APR, no credit check, $82.84 a month to get all my courses, or one payment of $497. And that's all my courses on topics like transformational coaching made simple, easy course creation blueprint, social media content creation made easy, irresistible offers, how to create offers that people can't say no to, social media ads that work, website building made easy. If you're just getting started building your website, This was my first course that I actually made 3 years ago, and it's still one of the best courses on Squarespace out there. And those courses by themselves are $497, but until Tuesday, you can actually get that $1 trial, which is awesome. So if you're watching this on Monday, you got till tomorrow to do that, okay? And so what we're able to do is we're able to go to Jasper and actually type this in. So we have who the person is, what their problems are, what is the biggest pain the women above experience. So you're actually asking it like a writing assistant what it is. The biggest pain is feeling frustrated and a lack of knowledge. Describe the frustration and feelings of isolation these women above feel. Okay, so it's repeating that. So that's where the AI is kind of like, it's kind of dumb, right? It's like, okay, it keeps cycling the same issue over and over again. What are the frustrations and feelings the women above have? We're going to put this in here. Yeah, there you go. That's great. That's really good. So this really describes, I think, the type of person right here. What is the goal of the women above? They want to be more knowledgeable. They also want validation for their choice of a solo lifestyle without kids. And how can a coach help these women get their result? Okay. Supportive community. Awesome. So now we're going to write some headlines. This is Jasper coming up with our program. The challenges of being a single woman. How to find support. The benefits of being an independent woman today. How to stand out as a single woman in the crowd. 10 things every single woman should have in her arsenal. The joys of living single. Skeptical questions. Is the idea of being happy as a single woman false? Aren't you still an individual if you live? Yep. Single women are powerful and unafraid. They don't need a man to validate them to make them happy. Okay? It's not just the wedding. That's weird. Sometimes the AI is off. Single, independent, and unafraid. And so what we're able to do is we're able to go through all this and create a profile for our copy and our offers off of this. Okay? But what's cool is this actually helps us create what our coaching program is all about, because we're understanding more what the customer is experiencing. That was weird. Write a fictional story about the customer above. I was a single woman, felt frustrated and all alone. I didn't fit in. I didn't know where to find support. But I found a coach who was able to help me with the resources and support. She helped me feel validated and understood, and also helped me. As a coach, you can also help community. You don't have to answer to anyone. You can find your own happy. Yep, perfect. Awesome. So right there, that really describes the type of women. And here's the thing. So I haven't really talked much with this new client, but about this beyond here. So what she would do is she would fill in if any of that information is inaccurate according to what she knows about that target customer, right? She would change some of that language before going to the next step. And then what you do is you go to the next step. You use what's called an Epiphany Bridge. And so an Epiphany Bridge helps write a backstory about the person who we're talking about. And so the backstory is where we reach that sort of epiphany of finding the solution. And then what we're doing is we reverse engineer how that person found a solution. And that's what you build your coaching program around. And then you are already 10 steps ahead with your marketing because you're able to use all of this language to write your marketing and to describe and to create your offers and to create exactly what you do and how you help people. Okay? And so we're just going through here. We're telling the AI to generate this. Looking for... Okay, we're going to remove that. Then we're going to put this right here. Okay? So now we have that. And now we're going to go back to the Idea Factory. And I have another one that I like to do too. It's called the Hero's Journey Outline. So the Hero's Journey Outline creates story arcs and developments about the person. It can help you even create children's books and comic books that way, which I'm actually using to create comic books. So I'm actually taking this process, running it through the AI here and helping write stories for comic books using artificial intelligence. Okay? And so this is all we're doing is we're just based off of that simple line of information that we knew about the customer. Single women without kids by choice who want to be more knowledgeable about how to powerfully and successfully live their life, operate in court, and stay powerfully and unashamed. Okay? And so then that built out a lot of this, and then we're letting the AI refine it. Like it's chipping away at the stuff that's not working for us. Okay? So finding a community of supportive women is a very important need. Is really the fact that it's like this tribe, right? And that's where you're so like, for instance, the lady who has this program, she would actually structure her program to be sort of like a tribe of independent, strong, powerful, single women without kids. And it's very niche. It's very unique. Okay? It's very niche. It's very unique. And here's where I would hone this in some more. So I would copy this to the content brief. Right here. And then we go back down here and have it right pass for the above. That doesn't make sense. Let's remove that. Yeah. Right pass for the above. When you're a single woman, it can be hard to find resources in the port. You might feel like you don't fit in. That no one understands what you're going through. And so this is how we're able to really communicate the value of our program. And now, like, you see, we're getting a clear picture of what we would build a program around. So we would build a community from day one. You need a community. There's a community built in. Without a community, like, you know, I would not do courses first. I would do a group community first for this type of thing. Okay? Resources, support, encouragement that provides validation, place to ask questions, a safe space, a place that they won't feel judged, right? Okay, and so that's what this is. And so now here's what we can do too that's really fun. Write some YouTube video titles based on the above. Yeah. Cool. So she called it Counterculture Cafe, which I thought was pretty cool. And so based off of this, we're able to write the name of a live event based on the above. So this is the process that we go through when we do this, right? Single women without kids live event. Yeah, so that's what it is. And so now that's how we were able to figure out, okay, based off of who this is, what type of program should we create? So you could even say, what would the features of a coaching program that helps the above include? Resources, community, coaching experience with understanding and empathy, assistance, and it would be affordable. Okay? And so we were able to package that all together to figure out exactly what program to create. So we would include all of this as the features of that program. Write a feature to benefit for the above. So this is where we convert it from standard features to benefits. Spend less time. Oh no, that's a glitch. That's also a glitch. It's glitching out. We'll do it right here. It goes based off of what's above it, so that's why you gotta like coaching program. There you go. Get help from a coach that understands your struggles. Find resources and support from a community of women. How to find a community of supportive women. Look for groups and forums. What specifically? Ask your friends. Check a local community. Search online. When all else fails, start your own. And that's what my coaching client is doing right there. That's great. It's really good. So that's how we're able to come up with, using Jasper, what your coaching program is. And this was right around 2,000 words right here. Jasper, the trial, gives you 10,000 words for free. You can use it to come up with your copy and your coaching program. And so that's what we do, is we reverse engineer who the person is, what their problem is, what we can solve for them, and then we figure out, okay, the community aspect, how do we get people into that community, right? And so these are pricing models. So you can use a monthly membership subscription model, and you can set something like that up with Thinkific. So Thinkific is one of the best platforms that I know to use for this. You could also just use it as simple as Patreon. Patreon's another way that you could do that. The best platform and the most expensive is Kajabi for your course, your community, your coaching. See, so they work with all of this. Turn knowledge into income. Your podcast, things like that. Your trainings. Your blogging. That's what Kajabi does, okay? But most of you can set up a website with Squarespace very easily, very simply, at a low cost to grow your business online. Create a website. See what I'm saying? And so you set that up, you make an offer, you attract people to you, you make some social media content that talks about all these problems. By the way, Jasper has a really cool tool. That was me writing some content right there for one of my programs. So Jasper has this really cool function called Create Engaging Questions. And so then if you wonder, okay, what should I say on my social media content, right? What are some social media posts that I can create? We say, write some engaging questions for the above. How does you feel about being a single woman? Do you think there's something wrong with it? What are challenges you face? Does you feel like you're in control of your life? What are some of the benefits? Write some engaging questions about the coaching program above. What are the benefits of coaching? Okay. Write some engaging questions about the problems that the person who seeks out the coaching program above has. Not sure that worked. What are the most difficult challenges faced? Do you feel unsupported in your life? How do you handle setbacks and failures when they happen? So see, these are social media posts now. Write a creative story based on the questions above. Okay? And so this even can become a social media post. You can make it based off of one of the questions. And so then the AI will literally go to work to generate this type of content for you automatically. It's pretty awesome. And so then you can use that. The social media content attracts people to you to become your customer. And then you can make offers to them, okay? So then we would use an offer creation stack where we go write some YouTube video titles based on the above. Nope, that's not it. So we use the word YouTube video titles because YouTube video titles also make for really great offer names. How to be a strong single woman. How to single women overcome challenges. Finding support as a single woman when nobody sees you. When nobody sees you. Yep, that's it. That's what we use. And then we build out an offer right here based off of all of this right here. The standard benefits. Okay? So we have this. These are some of the benefits that somebody will get when they sign up for your offer. Right there. And then we use the story right here. Write a story about someone who went through the coaching program above and the results they experienced. Okay, so you can use some of this copy right here. I faced challenges and setbacks, but through it all, I learned what to do in life. And then this is where you personalize it with them. So you're able to use this right here. Talk about what the person above wants to do with a student of this live training. I want to help you learn how to be strong and independent. No longer do you have to deal with being alone and in isolation. So we flip the copy. Join me for a live training that I'm doing, that I'm hosting on XYZ date, and then qualify the offer above based on the coach's experience and share their bio. There we go. This free training is designed for, we want to navigate. It's based off my years of experience. It provides women with the support they need to be successful. Some of what you will learn in this free training includes finding resources, includes discovering how to, yep, there we go. And we would get more specific with this as well, but that becomes an offer. And so then that offer, you can direct people from your social media content to this offer. It can be a free training that you run. You can do it on video, and you teach what you learn to people. And then you tell them they can schedule a call with you. You can use an app like Calendly right here to schedule a call with you at the end of a training. And so I use that over at my website. People can schedule a 45-minute discovery call with me if they're serious about one-on-one coaching. Okay? And so these are my available times. And so somebody can schedule that. And then what I have is when somebody clicks this, I have an intake form. What are your 90-day goals? What would you say are the most important areas that you need to reach those goals? What are the number one thing preventing you? What have you tried before? What has worked? What hasn't worked? What other coaching programs or trainings have you taken in the past? Any other things that I should be aware of? Are you willing to invest $1,500 a month, which is $1,000 a month for coaching and $500 for advertising? If they say no, I'll probably tell them, hey, coaching's not a good fit. Check out this other program, right? When you launch a group program, you can take this intake form and you don't even need to have this investment question, because the cost would be probably under $50 or $100 a month. $100 a month would be cool because they could invest in a year with you. And here's how I would do a coaching program: is you offer the program for $1,000. Okay. And that might challenge you because you might have a belief that you can't charge that much for what you do. Here's how you do it. You offer a one-time payment of $1,000, or they can make payments with 0% interest for $82.84 for 12 months. You see what I'm saying? Or do $997. And so then they're able to make payments that are under $100 a month to join this community with you, this community of powerful, strong, independent women that are not in a relationship, that don't need a man, that don't have kids. And you're able to cultivate that together. So that's the example of that. And this whole methodology, by the way, translates to every single niche and industry. Okay? And so you're able to use this to write copy for coaching programs to launch them out there. Okay? So that's your group program, depending on the price that they can afford. What you're going to end up doing, though, is you want to have some kind of a value ladder mechanism to where what you're going to notice is, okay, what do those people that I'm coaching, what do they need more help with? So you might have your large community, right? That's the big circle here. But then the circles get smaller the deeper we go in, and you're going to niche down to people that really need help. So I have my courses, right? Over at my website, my courses, they all talk about what course creators and coaches need to get more results. And then you can buy my courses from me. And then I have my one-on-one coaching. And so my one-on-one coaching is where I come alongside you and help you with all of that stuff. But it's built on the foundation of what the courses teach. It's to help take people to a further next level. Okay? And so then what you do is you build all of your marketing around that to create a feedback loop. And so what you're doing is you're constantly looking for feedback from your target customer. You want them to give you feedback about what they're dealing with, about what they like about your program, about what they want to learn, about what their goals are. Okay? And so then with that, you create new courses when you find a pattern. You create new social media content when you find a pattern. And then you end up structuring your offers for your coaching. This offer gets more and more specific as time goes on, and you really niche down. And the more you niche down, the better your copy gets. The better your conversions get. The better you're able to connect with your target customer. And so this is how we're able to spin up and launch coaching programs and courses on autopilot, basically, with very little effort, with very little time spent, with very little need to have to do a lot of technical stuff, by using the artificial intelligence to be able to do that. You get it? Listen, if you have some questions on this, I'd love to talk with you. I'd love to help you. And listen, if you have more questions about how do I build this out as a coaching program, again, think about taking me up on the offer of all of my courses, the $1 trial, and you can go through specifically this course right here, Transformational Coaching Made Simple, where I walk you through everything that you need to know to successfully become a world-class coach, even if you never coached before, to build a profitable coaching program that can have impact that you can be proud of. And you can read more of it on my website right here, Transformational Coaching Made Simple. Stress-free, profitable coaching is a reality when you follow what I teach in this program. By the way, all of this was also written with Jasper. Literally. Coaching isn't about telling people what to do. It's about learning to ask the right questions. And so I was able to take my knowledge, and then Jasper writes all of these offers and creates them for me in record time. And that's how we're building our business. We're using artificial intelligence to our advantage. AI is the engine that drives everything. When we run ads, we use AI as well. We're using the algorithms on TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram, mostly those three. We still post on LinkedIn and Twitter, but TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram are the algorithms that we use the most, okay? And we train the artificial intelligence on these platforms, which, by the way, I've managed over 8 million in paid ads working with my clients, generating 5 to 10x ROAS, return on the ad spend. And so I show you in this course how to use AI to run ad campaigns. And so, my friends, as a coach, as a trainer, as somebody that wants to have an impact on people's lives, what's stopping you? That's the question that I got to ask you. And the answer to that is I know already, if you listen to this podcast and you've made it all the way through this podcast to right now, the only thing stopping you is not the knowledge of how to do it, because I literally just gave you the blueprint of what to do to at least get started. You have no excuse to say, I don't know how to get started. No, you don't. Because I broke it down for you, step by step. You don't have to figure out what comes after that. You don't have to figure out how you're going to manage these people. My friends, that's called a mindset issue. When we let overwhelm talk us out of doing what we're called to do, that is a mental issue, and it has nothing to do with knowledge and strategy. I made a post on my social media yesterday that says that overthinking is the biggest waste of human energy. Trust yourself. Make a decision and gain more experience. There's no such thing as perfect, and you can't think your way into perfection. Just take action. Perfectionism is a lie. Perfectionism is a complete misconception. There's no such thing as perfect. And so you have to divorce the idea that you could ever do everything perfect enough for it to finally work for you. And just take imperfect, bold, courageous action towards putting your stuff together and showing up in your business to put yourself out there to connect with the people that you're meant to impact. My friends, I said this at the beginning, coaches change the world. And here's why. Because they help direct people to those goals. And if a coach can help impact 1,000 people, who knows what's going to happen next? Who knows the kind of impact those people would have? Who knows the type of policies and government that would be created? Yeah. Who knows the type of legacy that they're going to leave? The wealth that's created. If you coach somebody and they end up increasing their income and you broke poverty off that family line, that's what happened with me and my family. When we first found a coach and a mentor that helped my mom and I 19 years ago. My mom was already successful in business, by the way, which was awesome. Like, it was like she had already made millions in business years ago. And we had found this coach and this mentor online. Her name is Danny Johnson, and she's a personal development, network marketing, and kind of money and finance coach. And this is where we found our first exposure to coaches and coaching and the impact that coaches can have on the world to change their life. And I ended up working for Danny, actually. I ended up being an employee. This is my first full-time job. My first job was actually working for my mom. My next job, I was working for this guy, Tom Chandler. Create wealth while having a life. And then working for Danny Johnson, and I was doing videos. And so that was a course creator and a coach that I ended up working for, helping to build products and to build programs and then to market and get more customers. And so then by that's sort of birthed and evolved into what I'm doing, helping other course creators and coaches scale their businesses. Okay, my friends? And so here's the thing, is that impact of us showing up and learning from a coach, from a trainer, from a mentor, had so much impact on the life of my mom and I back in the day that now we're building our business, our own businesses separately. Okay? And so my mom's got her inner circle. She's got her stocks in crypto, helping people attract the right clients, make more money, and live the life of their dreams. And she's been doing that forever. And I'm helping people grow their own online coaching and course business, how to do the growth strategy, marketing side of things, the real nitty gritty side of it, the AI side of it. And this is copy, that I'm using for an offer that I've been building for coaches and course creators, because I believe that coaches and course creators change the world. And so my friends, keep your vision bigger than just your own personal experience. Keep your vision bigger than just what's going on in your own life. And start to have the impact that you can have by launching your coaching program, by stepping up and no longer making excuses. Motivation is fleeting, but self-discipline is what will keep you on track. And by disciplining yourself and by taking personal responsibility over where your life is at and not blaming anyone else for what's going on and not making excuses for why you can't and actually doing something, it gives you an opportunity to show up and to have the impact that you want to have and to make a whole stinking lot of money. All right, my friends, listen. If you've been listening to this today and you're like, I'd love to coach with you, Jeremiah, check out the one-on-one coaching over at my website and let's work together. Maybe you're not ready for that level. Check out the $1 trial that I have of all of my courses at my website. Again, this is only going on until April 5th. Sometimes we do these maybe once or twice a year. We do a $1 trial. But my friends, I'm going to actually say this. Don't make the stupid choice of waiting until the future to take action in your business and life. Because if you do that, you will constantly be waiting. I've met some people that did that. They learned what I'm teaching you now 10 years ago. And they haven't done a thing with it. They're sitting in a job they hate. They're complaining. They're blaming their boss and their wife and the government for why they can't do what I just showed you. And they're mad as heck at everybody. Don't be like that. Don't be an angry grump. Don't be somebody who's always complaining all the time. Don't be somebody who's always making excuses for why you can't. It starts with the first step. Now, I've shown you a whole lot, but Jasper AI is a tool that'll get you started. Thinkific is a tool that'll get you started. Squarespace are tools that'll get you started. If you coach with me, I'll be able to identify the exact next step that you need to do, and we'll be able to work together to build your dreams together. If you go through my courses, I'll walk you through in the training, step by step, everything that you need to build a multi-million-dollar coaching business and to get to $20,000 a month. The choice is yours. You can either get started or keep complaining and making excuses. I don't really have tolerance for people that complain and make excuses around me. Personally, I don't help those people. I don't work with them. I don't spend time with them. I don't have friends that are that way. By the way, who are the friends that you're hanging out with? How are they influencing your brain? How are they influencing your thought life? How are they influencing the choices you make? Are you letting complainers tell you how to live your life? Are you letting critics knock you down and control your thought patterns? Or are you the one making the decisions to step out courageously and do whatever it takes to reach your goals? And listen, I'm not talking about, when I say whatever it takes, I'm not talking about abusing people, manipulating people, being coercive or harmful. Please hear me on that. I've been around enough of that crap in my life that I'm not okay with any of it in this business. I won't work with people that operate that way. I have literally canceled multi-million-dollar contracts with people that act that way. I won't let it around me. Choice is yours. Are you tolerating negativity in your life? Are you tolerating people that always whine and complain and moan about how nothing's going well and they don't take personal responsibility? Are you doing that in your life? You might want to take account of that. And you might want to ask yourself, why am I operating this way? Why am I spending time with people like this? And it'll really point to what's been stopping you and limiting you and keeping you stuck from reaching your goals. Your mindset is what it takes, my friends. What you believe about yourself, what you believe you're capable of, what you believe is possible for you. I see way too often people going out there, launching their businesses, trying to make change in the world, and they don't believe in themselves because their brother told them that they shouldn't be building it, and they waited 10 years to still complain and do nothing, and they finally became just like their grumpy old brother. And then I see other people in 6 months, in 3 months even, start to make traction, start to have their first coaching client, start to gain more experience and more traction in their life. My friends, the choice is yours. What are you going to let influence you? What are you going to let stop you? Sometimes we need help in this area. I do mindset coaching with people, and we work through some of these issues. Now, I'm not a therapist. I recommend people check out the site betterhelp.com or even talkspace.com. If you don't have the money to do so, I'm serious. Check this out. This one really helped me for free. 7 Cups. Need somebody to talk to. Counselors that are standing by. It's not therapy, but it's free counsel from people that are going through the same things you are, and you can talk to different people. They listen to you. They don't really give you advice, but they help you work through stuff for free, my friends. There's no excuses today in this world. There's no reason for you to say, I can't do it. You know, a lot of people are like, well, therapy is a privilege. With the internet, not anymore. Not anymore. Everybody's got a cell phone. And 7 Cups is actually strategically designed to work on all cell phones. I actually checked that out. They have such apps that actually work on the most basic of cell phones, the Android phones that you can get, anybody can get. There's great books out there on Amazon. How to Do the Work by Nicole Lepra is one that I'd really recommend you starting with. How to Do the Work. Recognize your patterns, heal your past, and create yourself. And then what you do is you read that book. Another great one is The Body Keeps the Score. This is a really good one. Brain, Mind, and Body Healing of Trauma. And then you write down and journal what you come up with from that. And then you can go on 7 Cups or on BetterHelp and talk to somebody about what you came to the conclusion of when you discovered and unlocked what was stopping you. And you can find somebody to help you. That's how I did it. That was the journey that I went on. My friends, the choice is yours. What's stopping you from reaching your goals? What's stopping you from launching your coaching program? I just don't have enough time to do it. My friends, it's not a lack of time, it's a lack of understanding of systems of time management. And systems of time management are no longer just Franklin Covey and a planner. I did a whole podcast episode about time management for entrepreneurs last week. Go listen to it, or maybe 2 weeks ago. Go listen to it. It's going to radically change your life and what you do with time. Choice is yours. What are you going to let stop you? Certainly not the skill sets. You know how to learn skill sets. You got YouTube. There's over 160, almost 160 episodes of this podcast that you can listen to. I have thousands of videos on YouTube. If you go to YouTube and type in any topic, imposter syndrome, Jeremiah Krakowski. These are videos where I talk about imposter syndrome. Websites, Jeremiah Krakowski. All these videos are on here. Facebook ads, Jeremiah Krakowski. Social media, Jeremiah Krakowski. You see what I'm saying? Even if you're not buying my courses, which, by the way, you can buy them for $1. I think everybody has $1, and they can actually go through and grab that bundle. If you're listening to this before the deadline, if you aren't, go through these videos. Go through my podcast. That's at my website and on podcast apps everywhere. On Apple Music and on Spotify, Stitcher, YouTube. Yeah, time management that actually works for busy entrepreneurs. These episodes are going to walk you through everything that you need. Overcoming perfectionism. Easy guide to successful opt-ins and landing pages. Courageously communicating expectations. Growing your email list. Launching your own business. Time management. Hundreds of episodes, different topics. We even talk about stuff like NFTs and motivation and upcoming technology. Finding your niche. Self-discipline. Different things like that. My friends, what are you waiting for? The choice is yours. Plug in, get the training you need, get the support you need, get the help you need. Plug into my Grow Your Life Facebook group. There's almost 2,000 people that are course creators and coaches in there that are learning how to build their course and coaching business. The choice is yours. What are you waiting for? My friends, listen, if you're thinking about doing one-on-one coaching with me, if you're listening to this before the sale and you schedule a free 45-minute discovery call with me at my website, you go to one-on-one coaching, you scroll down to the bottom, you click on schedule a free 45-minute discovery call. If you schedule it before April 5th, I'll honor this rate for you. After that, it's the new rate. Okay? You can lock that in until March 1st, 2025, 3 years. If you schedule it before then, I'll honor that rate and we can talk about your business. We can talk about what it's going to take your business to the next level and how we can work together. Okay? The call will actually take place after April 5th, but at least get in the scheduling before then. Okay? And I'll always give you an opportunity before I raise any of my coaching rates again to be able to do the same type of thing. This is not the last time I'm going to raise this rate. After this, it's going to be $10,000 in a couple months. Just FYI, it's going to be double what it is now in about three months. Maybe less than that, maybe 2 months. Yeah. What are you waiting for, my friends? Schedule a discovery call. I'd love to talk with you, and I'd love to help you build your business. Grow your life, everybody, and we'll talk soon. Have a good one.